Welcome to the Autism and Care channel. If you care about the well-being of your child, sibling, student, or any child within the autism spectrum, this video is for you. Today, we're going to talk about something that can both amaze and puzzle families and educators: hyperlexia in autism. It's when a child learns to read at a very early age, sometimes before they even speak. But what lies behind this early reading ability? Is it just a special gift, or could it be a clue that points to something deeper, like autism? This conversation is essential for families, educators, and health professionals. Understanding hyperlexia doesn't mean labeling a child, it means offering them the right support, in the right way at the right time. What exactly is hyperlexia? Hyperlexia is characterized by the ability to decode written words with accuracy and speed far beyond the child's age or grade level. Unlike neurotypical children, who usually develop speech and language before learning to read, hyperlexic children often read fluently while still struggling to express themselves verbally. They may recognize letters before they speak, memorize texts word for word, and read long sentences with surprising fluency. But reading, in this case, doesn't always mean comprehension. These children may read an entire storybook but not fully understand what the characters are feeling or what the story means. Hyperlexia is not a diagnosis in itself. It's a pattern of behavior that appears in some children, especially those on the autism spectrum. And this distinction is important. The link between hyperlexia and autism. The connection between hyperlexia and autism has been documented by researchers and clinicians for decades. Many children with ASD exhibit hyperlexic traits. Some studies suggest that up to 10 to 20% of autistic children show signs of hyperlexia. These children may have an extraordinary ability to decode written words but struggle with social communication, imaginative play, and flexibility in routines. Hyperlexia, in many cases, is not just a talent. It's a sign of how the autistic brain processes information differently. The ability to read early may reflect a focus on patterns, visual memory, and repetition, which are common cognitive strengths in autism. Understanding this connection can help families notice early signs and seek support with greater clarity and purpose. When to be alert: the signs beyond early reading. It's natural for parents to feel proud when their child starts reading early, and they should. But when this early reading comes without conversational speech, emotional connection, or age-appropriate play, it's time to look deeper. A hyperlexic child might repeat the same phrases they read without understanding their meaning. They might not respond when their name is called, or they might avoid eye contact. They often show intense interest in letters, numbers, or symbols, arranging them with obsessive precision. These signs don't mean something is wrong. They mean the child's development is unique and deserves special attention. It's not about fear, it's about informed care. Hyperlexia types and their differences. Some researchers and clinicians divide hyperlexia into 3 broad types. This classification isn't official in diagnostic manuals, but it helps understand the range of behaviors. Type 1 refers to neurotypical children who read early without other developmental issues. Rare, but it happens. Type 2 is when hyperlexia appears in children with autism. This is the most studied and most common type. Type 3 includes children with hyperlexic traits who don't meet full autism criteria but still show communication and social difficulties. Each case is unique. The important thing is not to fit the child into a category, but to understand their profile and needs in detail. Real-life stories. Behind the letters. Let's talk about what we see in real life. Many parents say things like, "My son read his first book before he turned 3, but he didn't answer when I called his name." Or, "My daughter could write out the alphabet backward and forward but didn't look me in the eye." These stories are not isolated. They echo around the world in families navigating the autism spectrum. Behind each child who reads early is a unique story, filled with challenges, surprises, fears, and immense love. Listening to these families helps professionals better understand the human side of diagnoses and helps other families feel less alone. How to support a hyperlexic child. Supporting a child with hyperlexia means going beyond the "wow, they can read" moment. It means understanding how they process language, what they understand, and what they don't. It involves working on comprehension, emotion recognition, and social communication. Speech therapists, occupational therapists, and behavioral therapists can offer key support. It's also essential to respect the child's strengths and interests. Reading can become a powerful learning tool if well guided. Don't try to stop the child from reading. Try to connect reading with meaning, with life, with emotion. That's where development gains depth. School, diagnosis, and expectations. At school, hyperlexic children may seem brilliant in reading but struggle in other areas. Teachers may not understand how a child can read so fluently yet struggle to follow instructions or interact with peers. That's why early diagnosis is essential. It helps create realistic expectations and a personalized education plan that respects the child's pace. Families should seek a multidisciplinary evaluation if they suspect their child may be on the autism spectrum. This includes pediatricians, neurologists, psychologists, and speech therapists. The sooner we understand the child's profile, the better we can guide their learning, relationships, and well-being. The emotional side of discovering hyperlexia. Finding out your child has hyperlexia can come with a mix of pride and concern. Some parents feel relief when they understand why their child is different. Others feel fear of what might come next. What matters is that this discovery can be a path to connection. When you understand how your child communicates, thinks, and feels, you become a better companion in their journey. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to be present, curious, respectful, and willing to learn alongside them. Listening, embracing, and finding possible paths. Hyperlexia is a fascinating phenomenon, but it cannot be looked at in isolation. When associated with autism, it takes on layers that demand care, empathy, and informed attention. We're not just talking about children who read early, but about children who experience the world in a unique way and need to be understood as a whole. If you suspect that a child close to you may be experiencing something like this, don't be afraid to seek help. Listening without rushing, embracing without judgment, and turning to trained professionals are the first steps in a journey that can truly transform lives. Every child has their own rhythm, their own way of learning and expressing themselves. When we respect that rhythm, we create room for them to blossom. And when families, schools, and professionals walk side by side, progress becomes visible. Let this message stay with you. Your child doesn't have to be like everyone else to be amazing. They just need to be loved, respected, and supported for who they truly are. This message might be exactly what someone out there needs to hear. Share it. Before we close, a special invitation. Follow our channel Autism and Care, share this video with anyone who could benefit from it, and help us spread understanding and compassion. This message can touch hearts and open doors. Share, care, inspire.